Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Programming Hub. Today we are going to see a different program which is on your screen as you can see. So this is very much simple program and this is very much short program. So I'm just explaining how it's going to be work and how it's going to be written. Its syntax as you can see on the screen. Okay, so let's get started without wasting the time. Okay, so as you can see on your screen there is a first line called comment line I have written, which tells the user all for what reason the program is all about. The program to do the sum of 1 to 10 using the loop. Okay, here in this program we are going to use the loop, and using the loop we are going to add the values 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so let's do it. And here at the end, this is just for the comment line so that you can do any type of program. Likewise, suppose you want to add 1 3 5 7 9 2 4 6 8 10 this way, not just only 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 8 up to 10. Okay, you can add whatever number series you want. You can add even whether it is even, whether it is odd, whether it is 1 to 100, or whether it is 1 to 1000. It gives you result, but the procedure and the syntax remains same. Okay, there's just a difference of some numbers. So first two lines are the library functions has include stdio.h and conio.h, standard input output dot header file and console input output dot header file. After that there is a void main. This is the main function of this program. Here I do not have passed any return value, that's why I just write void, and there is an empty bracket after main. So I don't want to pass any argument in this program, that's why the brackets are empty. Here again there is an opening curly brace of the main program, as you can see. Okay, this is the opening curly brace. After that I have passed here integer data type int, and inside the integer data type I have passed two variables. First is I and the next is t, small t, which I have assigned to 0, means the value of t is assigning to 0. I have already told to the system. Okay, after that here is a clear screen command. Clear screen command used when we don't want the previous values in our output section, that's why. Okay, here after that here is our main for loop. Here in this program we are using for loop, not any type of other loop. Okay, because we know this loop is kind of easy. Okay, as compared to while and do while. Okay, so as you can see, for loop, if you have seen my previous videos you know the syntax of for loop. If you have not seen, then I'm telling you again. Okay, so listen carefully. The syntax of for loop is for, after that two brackets, opening bracket and curly bracket. Inside the bracket, the first is initialization, and the second, this is condition, and this is increment or decrement operator I plus plus. Okay, now what is this? Here first of all I have assigned the value of 1 to my variable I. Okay, so the condition, here I have assigned one variable to the I, then this I is equal to 1 is tested with this condition, comparing with this condition, that whether I is less than equal to 10 or not. If this condition satisfied, then and then only our system enters in this for loop, and whatever is happening in this in between these brackets is going to do that only. Our system is going to perform that operation only. Okay, so here I have written t is equal to t plus I. Means again and again whenever the loop calls, then all again and again this value is get updated, the value of t is get updated. Here initially the t value of t I have assigned 0, so 0 plus whatever the value of I is. So initially the value of I is 1, so 0 plus 1, so the value of t become first time becomes 1. Okay, then again here increment operator perform. Here then value of t I becomes 2. Again this condition check whether 2 is less than equal to 10. Yes, then again it is going to be up, it is going to go to updating the value of t. Means here here the previous t is 1 and 1 plus present value of I, which is 2. So again it becomes 3. Here set continuously the loop runs and the value of t is get updated, and up to when the value of I becomes 10. When the value of I becomes 11, the condition does not satisfy and the loop gets over. And after that, the printf here function which is outside the loop is going to be performed, which what this printf tells that percentage d comma t means it tells the system to print the value of t, whatever the value of t is updated lastly. So lastly, what is the value of t updated, whatever the t of value plus here I is equal to 10. Okay, so after that getch at the end, and here is closing curly brace. Okay, I'm just going to now run this command and see what happens. Means what is the result of 1 to 10 addition. So control F9 is for running the program shortcut key. Okay, here answer is 55, means enter out. Mean here when we add 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and up to 10, we get the result as 55. Okay, you can give whatever number you want. Suppose you want to give 50, you have to just give you have to just change the condition from 10 to 50. Now what our system is going to do, our system is going to add up the values from 1 to 50. So let's see what happens in the output section again. Okay, 1275 is the result. Okay, now again 10. Now if you want to add 2468 2468 means the only the even numbers, then you have what you have to just do, you have to just write this for statement. For I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, same here the increment operator becomes I is equal to I plus 2. What does I plus plus mean? I is equal to I plus 1, means we are adding one unit value to the previous value of I. But here I is equal to I plus 2 means we are adding value 2 to our previous value of I. Okay, in the same here we are, okay, yeah, okay, correct. No, adding two values means we are going to add the odd numbers 1 3 5 7 9. Okay, this becomes auto. Okay guys, so this is all our program how to add the numbers 1 to 10 using the loop. So guys, thank you for watching my video, and sure to like, subscribe and share to my channel. And I'm just now getting off from my Turbo C software, and the shortcut key for that is Alt X. Here system asked me to save it, but I don't want to save it. No,